Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mind Matters, where we talk about teenage mental health. Today, I have Mrs. Eva with me. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Mrs. Eva. I'm a grade 4 facilitator and I've been here in this school, been working in this school for quite a long time.
Right. I was
And
in your class.
Yeah, and that was in grade 2 or
Two.
grade 2? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Mr. Dave's class.
Okay. Grade 2C. I remember now.
Right.
Okay, tell me.
So, as someone who works with younger students, what changes do you notice in kids that, as they grow older, that might affect their mental health as teenagers?
Okay. There are a lot of, as kids grow, there are a lot going on in their world. You know, sometimes as parents we don't recognize it, but I would advise that we should be more aware of what is happening
Right.
to our kids. Especially, I am a mother of 5 kids. One of the eldest is 27 and the youngest is 10. She's turning 10 years tomorrow. So there are a lot of changes happening, especially for my younger one. You would see the changes in her body. The body starts to change. She's a female. You would see the breast coming out and the body starts to change. Her emotion, she gets so emotional and anxiety, things like that.
Right.
And so there are a lot of changes. And you would see her sometimes coming to me like in a mood where you're like, oh, this person was, in the moment she was like this, now why did everything change in a sudden?
Yeah.
So, and this also goes with the students that we have in our classes. When they are young, you would see, okay, everything is fine for them, but starting when they start to, they get to grade 3, grade 4, that's when you can really, they can see the changes in themselves, and those changes bring up lots of challenges in
Right.
their life.
Totally. And so, what do you think schools should start doing to help the youngsters prepare themselves emotionally as well as mentally for the teenage years ahead?
Wow. The school is, you know, most of the times when you look at the kids, where do they mostly spend their time? At home or at school?
I think at school. Most.
Okay.
Yes.
So I would say the school has a major role to play in this, how would I?
Developing their.
Yeah, I would say that because we need to have classes where, okay, what kind of classes?
Like probably like mental health or like talking about their changes in their body.
Yes, we need to have that. Even in moral education, this is where the teachers should step in and show them, okay, this is what, provide lessons where the kids will come to know that, okay, this is where we are heading to, okay? We are getting into a different stage of our life, so we need, mentally, we need to prepare these kids. And sometimes I would say that we should tell them that it is okay to
Right.
make mistakes.
Totally.
Because sometimes when they fail on something, they're like, oh, they have a feeling that they have failed in everything.
Right.
They develop pressure, especially when school brings in lots of work that they need
Yes.
to finish, or they need to do it,
Submit.
they need to submit. So that creates brings a lot of pressure in them.
Makes sense.
So, as teachers, we need to prepare them. And I would also say we need to make sure that these people, meaning the students, are not getting like feeling that they have been rejected.
Right.
Because
They
a
need to
lot-
feel inclusive.
Yes, because a lot of them, this is how they are feeling. With the structure of their body changes, maybe they might feel like, okay, this is not how I want to look.
Right.
I want to look like such and such person.
Right.
But what I have in me, it's not the reality. That also creates something in them. So
Totally.
there's a lot that the school should do for these students.
Totally, that's correct. I think we should raise like a petition or something to have mental health classes or have mental health lessons for in moral education or a separate short lesson, even in primary and even in NYP, because that's where they start gaining the different emotions and their hormones.
And as a school, our mission should be to foster respect, kindness, others accepting their peers as they are.
Yes.
Because that is difficult. That's one thing that we need to promote anti-bullying, because this is going on in the school. I have a student in my classroom who the parents called and told me that, oh, Miss Ava, do you know what? My child has been bullied by this person. Imagine. And the
That's
child,
heartbreaking. It's really
very
great.
heartbreaking. And the child was so affected that did not feel like coming to school anymore.
That's really one thing that we should consider, especially in school, that everyone should feel inclusiveness and they should feel safe in the environment, that they should come up to you and talk about it, or any teachers or any counselor. So thank you so much for being on my episode today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.